Right, so thanks for watching another video. In this one I wanted to talk about the next generation of consoles we've got coming up. So we've got the PS4, Xbox 720 as it's being nicknamed, and of course sorry, and of course the Wii U. Now I'm looking forward to hearing more about these in the coming months and over time and things like that. Obviously we already know about the Wii U, but we still need to have official confirmation about the Xbox and the PlayStation. So I'll start with the Wii U, seeing as it's what we've already got. We've already got some news. The Wii U, as you all know by now, I don't need to waste my time telling you what the Wii U is really, but to put it briefly, very similar kind of design and things like that to the Wii. Of course, this time the new Nintendo's new kind of gimmick is the tablet controller, so it's a little bit like a chunky iPad as your controller. Obviously there's buttons on there as well, but yeah, think of it like a 2012 version of a Dreamcast. So remember back on the Dreamcast you had the little screen on there, the little 8-bit screen. But yeah, that's what I think of. So yeah, it's going to be really innovative. It's going to be exciting to see what kind of things they can do with it. We've had some glimpses already, such as the new Rayman Legends game, where two people can play on the screen with traditional Wii remotes. That's the thing as well. The Wii remotes are sticking with it. It's still officially a Wii, so Wii remotes, things like that, it's all going to be the same. I've actually heard that it's all the same kind of cables, power supply plugs, things like that. It's all exactly the same. But yeah, to go back to the controller, so on this Rayman game, two people can be playing the actual game, multiplayer. If you've played the Raymans, it's like a co-op, up to 4 players, and just do levels. But yeah, two people are playing the level, and you can have like a third or fourth person actually playing on the tablet itself, just looking at the screen, and they control an extra character. I can't remember who the character is, but it's all touch screen, things like that. And it does impress me that you can get the big HD graphics that are on the TV down onto this small pad, and that's really exciting. Also, you can play all the games on this tablet controller. If I'm right, I'm not 100% sure on that actually, but I think I'm right in saying that. Say like say if you're playing it on the TV and someone wants to come and watch a bit of TV, you can continue playing your game on the actual controller screen, the actual Wii U pad. So that'll be really cool if that is true. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure I'm right about that one, but I hope so. It'll be really good to see. It's now HD, which is really good. Then the thing about the Wii is, I don't think, apart from games like Zelda and Mario Galaxy, I don't think I could go back to playing a Wii in this current day and age, purely because it looks really dated, and I've just kind of, it's a bit of a, when you play it you notice it straight away that it just doesn't look, it's a bit too much of a distraction really. But like I said, games like Zelda and Mario, they've got that kind of cartoony charm and very colourful things like that. It pulls you away from that, so that's why I kind of haven't played my Wii in much lately. Like since I moved house, I haven't even set it up onto the TV. It is away in the cupboard, and I don't know if I'll get it out again before the Wii U. But I've given my Wii a good run, and I'm really excited for it. The Wii U, sorry. So I'm not giving up on Nintendo. As you saw recently, I've got a 3DS, and I'm loving that. So I'm excited for the Wii U. Going to be some good games for it, hopefully. The graphics are probably on par with current generation, which I don't know if is a good kind of decision or not. Obviously they can't, not really, they haven't decided, oh, we're not going to do very good graphics or anything like that, but obviously it's down to the power of the system. But I think Nintendo maybe should have given it a bit more time and developed something a bit more fresh, something a bit more new, as opposed to a new Wii, because people who are non-hardcore gamers, they're going to think it's a bit like the DS going to the DS Lite, or the DSR and DS Lite going to the DSi. That in theory it's the same console, but there are differences and things like that. So maybe casual gamers are going to think that this isn't a new console. that it's just the next sort of Wii, like a more modern Wii, which kind of it is. But obviously, if you know about it, it's not a Wii really. It's got these new games. It's got things like Batman Arkham City, Assassin's Creed 3. It's going up there with these multi-platform games that you won't be able to get on the Wii. So yeah, there's things to look forward to, and I'm excited to read more. So yeah, we should get a lot more news from Nintendo soon about that. So yeah, that was the Wii U. Next, I'll talk about the Xbox, purely because I'm not an Xbox player. I have nothing against Xbox or Microsoft, but it's purely because I've never owned an Xbox 360 or one of the original Xboxes or anything like that, so I don't know as much about it and kind of the ideas that are going into it. But it's clear from things like E3 and that Xbox of Microsoft have got a vision, and that vision is kind of more for a casual audience as opposed to a hardcore gaming audience. Whereas such as things like Kinect has been sort of chucked straight at us over the past year or two, and that's one thing that they're not giving up on. They're bringing out all these Kinect games, things like FIFA that's got Kinect features on it and things like that, and they're just kind of chucking it right at the gamers. And I don't know if Xbox fans like this or not. So like I said, I'm not too familiar. I don't really know many people with an Xbox either. But yeah, and things like I've read in previous articles that I've read on IGN over the past couple of days, is things like Microsoft are kind of designing the Xbox to be like a home sort of system where you can do things like watch films, watch TV, play your games, and listen to music, talk to your friends. So it's like a sort of social entertainment centre, and that's what they're kind of making it into. And I wouldn't have known really much about that if it wasn't for Mega M Boom's video that he did the other day. Make sure you check him out. He did a video just as I'm doing now on this the other day, so definitely check him out. But yeah, he said in his video that the new Xbox is going to be kind of like an entertainment centre for the whole family, with Kinect built in as well. So you can basically just sit down on your sofa, say Xbox on, and through the Kinect obviously it's going to pick up that voice recognition and follow your commands. So you can say Xbox on, say Netflix, and it will go straight to Netflix, and you can sit and watch a film, and it's something the whole family can do. So yeah, Xbox have kind of taken that casual route, but that doesn't say then I'm not going to be kind of giving the hardcore gamers their kind of input that they need, because obviously you've got big franchises like Halo, Gears of War. They're always going to continue on Xbox now, because they're like what Mario and Zelda are to Nintendo, or Uncharted and things like that to PlayStation. So the future's bright for all the systems really. So yeah, I don't have much to say about Xbox, like I said, because I'm not as familiar with it, and I don't really know what the Xbox currently has to offer, which I could see an improvement of in the future, because as I said, I don't have one and I haven't played much of an Xbox. But that's about it for that. And straight on to the Sony then, for the PlayStation. And things that I really hope is next console, I want backwards compatibility with PS3, PS2 and PS1. That's one thing. I'm just going to say kind of little things that I want. I want all the little nice features, like things like Xbox Live, that they've got all these kind of really good social things that you can do, like voice chat when you're playing two different games with someone, and things like that. Just little bits to just kind of bring gamers together, because PSN, even though how PSN is very good, and it's very good because it's free, it's very, very basic, and that's the thing they need to kind of improve. The XMB is very basic. You've just got icons for music, video, games, friends, things like that. Just kind of spice it up a bit. Let us have a bit of freedom. Of course, you can have your own themes and that on the PS3, but I just want a bit more freedom just to make the PS3 my own, have my own personal space. Maybe give us more of like a profile page or something like that, that people can, other gamers can come and look at your page, look at what sort of games you're playing, what's your favourite games, what kind of games you play online, your trophies, things like that, just to make it easier to kind of interact with other gamers. That's what I'd like from Sony. More on the hardware side of it, of course the graphics are a big step in going from one generation to the other. I just can't see how it's going to get better than what we currently see. Obviously things are going to look more sleek, things like that, but if you see the trailer for the latest Quantic Dream game Beyond, just watch that trailer and try and picture how graphics can improve from games like that. You've got God of War, Uncharted, things that are really graphically up there that you just can't really see improving because they are so good already. So the future can only get worse. Sony are already up there in my opinion, that anything they do will just be getting better and better and better, and that's what I'm excited for. I hope they continue things like PlayStation Plus, keep PlayStation Network free and just give us the option if we want to pay for extras. I think that's working really well. I'm hoping for a return. Obviously I want game series like Uncharted to continue into PS4, because I think Uncharted has kind of solidified itself as Sony's #1 series at the moment. What other games have we got really? Obviously this generation we've had like Resistance, what other games? Heavy Rain, what other exclusives are there? But yeah, you get my point though, that Sony have had a lot of exclusives, and that's one thing that Sony are very high on, is their gaming exclusives. They kind of tend to aim more towards the hardcore gamers, which is really good, which is what appeals to me. I like to sit down, play a game and turn it off, basically, just done, straight down. I don't want to be talking into my Kinect. I don't want to be waving my arm around with an imaginary tennis racket. I just want to sit down, get engrossed into a game, really set myself into it and just sit down and play. And that's what Sony do well. They develop these games for hardcore gamers, and that's why I choose Sony. So yeah, I'm really excited to see what the next generation kind of brings for us. So yeah, that was just my brief kind of thoughts on, obviously it wasn't brief, I've been talking for ages now, but yeah, that was my thoughts on the next generation. Just not much thoughts already because we don't know much, but yeah, drop down in the comments below what you hope to get in the next generation and what you thought of my thoughts. So thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one.